Welcome one and all to Best Served Cold. My name is Deep Space Matt, and today, being a bartender during a prohibition can be risky. With a killer targeting speakeasy customers, the police are willing to look past my illegal activity if I help catch the culprit. But getting people to talk won't be simple. I'll have to watch what I say so I don't upset them, use my intuition to mix up a drink they'll enjoy, and get them inebriated enough to talk without falling over. Can I connect the clues that will solve the case? Let's find out in Best Served Cold. Alright, here we go with the new detective visual novel Best Served Cold. Now, this game just recently released, and if you want to check it on out, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can do just that. But for now, let's get right into it and start a new game.
Bakovia used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open, especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
The last drop. On a Monday. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Floor, takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. What a day. Zarin literature is providence-bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Everything all right, Mr. Floor? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? This evening, a properly mixed Eastern Ruby should hit the spot. Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. When a customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Press the Serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they like to get a hint. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Let's see if we can cheer you up. Ha, that's the spirit. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby, and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select Eastern Ruby in the list to start making his favorite cocktail. We have whiskey, sugar syrup, lemon juice, red wine, ice cubes, and cherry. To successfully mix a drink, you'll need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing through them with the arrow, following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up the pace as a red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path or the drink will be ruined. Alright, we gotta go in a spiral here, so just click and drag, I presume. Oh gosh, it is super fast. Go, go, go. That was a lot quicker than expected. But we have done it, the perfect mix and Eastern Ruby. Well done. Vincent is no longer in a bad mood, and he's even gained more affection towards you. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. You know me too well, this is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance, but a recent shipment of vodka from Rusalka came into my possession, and as such, some old, classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentlemen's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. Lawbreakers? I suppose that's what we are now. We've opened a bar during a prohibition, even if that prohibition is ridiculous. The law is the law, but what's legal and what's right are not always the same thing. The people of Zara should not exchange freedom for safety. What if we get raided? It's unlikely they would target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Good. You see, there's a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so that you can read the heading, Speakeasy Guest Found Dead. In the early hours of the morning, the body of an as of yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off the Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in a string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Doesn't that seem like a conspiracy theory? It does not. Greedy, joyless politicians are making sure this prohibition is enforced. They can spin tales of crime and murder if it's in their interest. You know a Zarin politician is lying when his mouth is moving. The scoundrels are not above manufacturing a villain to scare the populace. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities will be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer a safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed words, my friend, be on your guard. I will. We're on Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I'd hope so anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I have invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. I went out on a limb to give you this opportunity, and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past and keep your nose clean. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. We have a deal. Good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. See you, Vincent. Every day will bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try it out on this mysterious woman in the back. Hello there. Energetic girl. The woman takes a seat looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day? You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Grundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bedsheets during a spice traders symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bedsheets. I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls. But then I stop and nothing has changed. It sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lime. A slice of lime wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. What flavor do you like? Right now, I'm craving something spiced. I trust your judgment. All right, let's go take a look. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. One drink coming up. I'm so excited. There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether your customer likes it or not. A question mark means you don't know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks they like and ones they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with a customer faster than a neutral one. This symbol indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you'll be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you 1 action. Once the action counter runs out, customers will leave the bar, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you talk to them. Customers can be called back as long as you have actions remaining, but can only be served once a day. Meanwhile, the alcohol percentage shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen a customer's lips. But be careful, a customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drinks fits the customer's taste, the more affection you will receive. You can also affect a customer's mood, as well as how talkative they will be after you've served them. Now, let's make her a drink, shall we? Sure, a copper bullet, vodka, lime juice, ginger ale, ice cubes, mint leaf, and a lime slice. She did mention lime. Oh, I like how the shape changes too. Okay, we gotta be quick around here. Go, go, go. Easy. Perfect mix. Oh, damn, this is perfect. And don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket costs a month's rent. And with everything being so busy, why is it so busy? Well, there's the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads. The women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Me too, or you don't care about clothes. You don't care about clothes? At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folk going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the prohibition isn't all bad? You say as you're in a bar. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. So over here, what is this? This is her intoxication. See, she is currently tipsy, not quite drunk, but we don't want to get her too inebriated. Whoa. I'll take that as a compliment. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me onto this place. The nightcap just opened, yes. The nightcap, huh? Funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Grundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, the mid bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts here. We're all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she just made her mind up about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I got Bartitsu sparring classes and a shift tomorrow, and if I don't get a good sleep, both of those are gonna beat the stuffing out of me. All right, well, take care. Now that everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal all customers to leave and head home. You can also use it to end the day early when you don't feel like speaking to all the customers. All right, last call. On to Tuesday. Awkward gentleman. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back at the entrance a few times like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar? No butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. All right. Yeah, you just want a drink. Sure. Let's go. Oh, what is this? Profiles. Shows profiles of all customers you have met. An uptight but seemingly well-meaning officer on the Bukovi police force who has enlisted you to be his assistant. We're getting ahead of the storyline here. We have Clara, who likes the copper bullet. Vincent, who loves the Eastern Ruby, so they might have multiple favorites, it seems. Very cool. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Ready to serve. Thank you. All right, I have like no clue here. Let's go with just maybe the poison drop. Maybe the first one here. Night count, wake up call. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the first one. The mint punch. I do like how the shapes are matching with the drink. Okay, go quickly. And we got it. Perfect mix. Is it perfect for him though? Not bad. Not bad at all. Very pleasant actually. You have probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business. He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The headline reads, Latest Bukovi Boulevard Victim Identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim in the string of murders by the so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native Zarin and lifetime resident of Bukovi, was found yesterday in the unnamed alley off Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as The Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her off time to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldia urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation, as the perpetrator remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? You spring to mind? I'm gonna say not really. I doubt that. None. Really. There's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place. I was just making a drink for my new friend. Oh no, that was not good. Obstinate. You have a chance to show me how cooperative you can be, and you're letting that chance slip away. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. Are you going to shut us down? Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. The killer is using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. And you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar, it's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. Your drinking here is also illegal, right? I don't think I want to say that to him. I'm guessing there's no opt-out. He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. And just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help me out. I understand. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? How do I investigate? You interrogate everyone at your bar and ask the right questions. Get to know them, make them willing to talk. A glass of alcohol might loosen their tongue. I suggest you keep track of your findings in a notebook or something. I also see you have an unused pin board in the room behind you. Detectives at the station like to use those to keep their minds organized. Visualizing connections makes them easier to understand. I'll give it a try after my shift. Good. Any questions? Where should I start? Give me a solid lead on the people in this establishment who were present at the same speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know ways of making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about the case. I'll see what I can do. Any questions? No. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something solid from you. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in the notebook at any time. Using the Show Clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customer you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi, but be careful, showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this gets kicked upstairs to the Confederated force. And if that happens, my career is in tatters and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives, 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations, 2 weeks to make our streets safe, and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure, though. All right, here we go. Peter Wagner. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while, and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. He takes his seat, looking you in the eye, and can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the Nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The filth are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve in the stacks. If memory serves, you mix a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my tastes. Do we know each other? Or he already knows me, right? Miss me, Peter? Every day. Was crying myself to sleep on a pillow soaked through my tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. He raises his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now. Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Sure. All right. So, not a lot of sweetness, but coffee. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Let's see if I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. All right, what do we have that has coffee? The cold winter here. Anything else? Does not look like, oh, the wake-up call. That has a lot of coffee, but also sugar syrup. Vodka, coffee liqueur, cream, coffee powder, and ice cubes. So let's go with the cold winter, since he said he didn't want anything sweet. And we have a lovely snowflake here. Very nice. Perfect mix. Do you like it? Yes, you do. Excellent. This career shifting is starting to make sense. You have talent. So, you're a bartender now. Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Peter is a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer for the feared crime lord Carla, but as long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles, though it doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Thanks. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. The last drop was the only one I could appreciate, but it got shut down a few days ago. What's a little blood to you? Actually, what's your job these days? My collar is blue, and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my tastes. You don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad, it's neutral, cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in, and the deals people make. It's neutral. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folks I collect from. They knew the deal they was getting into when they took the money, but even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. He takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter, and I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect. And now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has an effect on me, and I need to take care of that. Sure thing. All right, and it looks like there's somebody over here on the right. We can talk to you, the priest, or you. Does that mean there's nobody on the left? There's nobody on the left. All right, let's talk to you first. Extravagant lady. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror before readjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think, this grand place below a bookstore, how very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's probably some kind of list I'm on, a VIP kind of affair. Oh yeah, sure, you're right here, top of the list. I'm an actress slash singer slash radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it even though it drips with audacity. Yeah, we gotta lie to you, right? Oh, that Olivia Carmine. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. That was the right choice. See, we all need a little push to jog our memory sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand. Maybe. The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits in particular. All right, let's see what we can get you. You lift a glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. Let's pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. All right, you want something tropical. Tomato, lemon, no. Lemon, white wine, vermouth. Here we go. Pineapple, coconut. Sounds good. Anything else? Mint, lemon, orange peel, coffee, vodka, lime. No, we're going with the Pirate's Joy, pineapple juice, white rum, coconut cream, pineapple slice, cherry, and ice cubes. Oh, and it's a pirate's hook. That is great. We got the perfect mix. It may be a pirate's joy, but is it your joy? It is. Oh, very much so. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine, absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her finger to pull you close. Well, today I spent the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold. Our notebook has been updated. Something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Absolutely. Just agree with everything she says. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more we'll find out soon. Picture me and my sultry voice broadcast nationwide to the people of Zara, even the poor folks who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Good things happen to good people, you know. Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses. With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you, and takes her leave. See you soon. All right, on to the father over here. A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really, just strong. All right, I can get that for you. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. He takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink, quickly, and with fewer jokes. All right, so something strong with maybe multiple alcohols in it. Gin and vodka here. Sounds pretty strong. Vodka, lime juice. That's the coffee ones. Whiskey. Yeah, we're going to go with It says gin vermouth triple sec, lemon slice, ice cubes. I guess if we look at the percentage, this has the highest percentage. So let's go with the highest percentage. 7% night count. And it's a bat. I was trying to think of what the picture would be. Perfect mix. Okay, don't fall over after you drink this. Oh no, look at you. That went very high. You are inebriated. That is bad, right? The world is spinning and my worries have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. That doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs, places the glass back against his lips and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his finger for you to refill it. Oh, hold down. Slow down there. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am? I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I am a priest at the church up the road. You know this is alcoholic. We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. Oh no, you're in a bad mood now. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here you go. Have another one? Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. Oh, is that it? We couldn't talk anymore? He downs the rest and stands up, tips his head and takes his leave. So that is everybody. End of the day. At the end of each day, you return to your home office where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board also has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form new evidence. Spotted a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event? Try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting their pins with red string. To place a clue you have found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list on the right. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you with your investigation. All right, the last drop. Peter's favorite speakeasy. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging it and dropping it back in the clue list should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. The two clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click one of the pins, then drag the string to the other clue's pin. See what happens. Click and drag. Peter's street smarts. Clue combined. Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy where Natalia Reed's murder took place, before it was shut down. He should be able to tell me who else went there to drink and if any of them visited the nightcap. Congratulations, you have created a new combined clue. Combined clues are keys to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking your customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're stuck, try and see if there are any new deductions you can make. To proceed to the next day, click on the coat rack to the side. All right, so we have your street smarts. So that was already connected, right? And we can just like randomly do this and see if any of them do anything. They do not. End the evening and go to the next day. Yes. Day 3, Wednesday. Oh, a lot of people here. Hello, Peter. Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Now press the Show Clue button to open the notebook and present him with a new combined clue. Select the Peter's Street Smarts clue to ask him for more information. Present clue. Are you sure you want to present the Peter Street Smarts clue to Peter Wagner? Yes. The story about the broad that got iced at the speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journos did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing. And for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts, except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovia officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. But it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful, and who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else went there? Hard to tell, it was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos, the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Durand, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You taking roll call. If this bartending gig doesn't work out, I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What would you think of that, Scoops? All right, I was just curious. Let's catch up, yes. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit a conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Do you know the victim? Criminal background? How's work? Know anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. A murder, then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd that she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know. Can you elaborate? He tilts his head for a moment, and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational, fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever stuck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. The police or whoever's holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. Who says I'm investigating? You're asking a lot of questions. People with your background know better. No one ever got iced for asking too many questions or asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. All right, who's up next? We have 4 whole people over here and 1 lone stranger in the back. Let us, I guess, just go from left to right. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help make up your mind. That'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. What did you like again? Something strong, but also sweet. Yes. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's make you something nice. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so I don't want to go too strong. I don't think I want to go 7% here, but maybe 5 or 4, probably 5, but also sweet. We have this one down here with sugar syrup, the Eastern Ruby. What else at 5? Coffee. This here, nothing sweet. I guess we go with the Eastern Ruby because it has the sugar. So does the poison drop, but that's only 3%. I don't think that's strong enough. Let's go Eastern Ruby, which is in fact a gemstone. I didn't notice that the first time. I just thought it was the pattern or the design. Perfect mix. And what do you say? Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new, below a bookshop too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere on the boulevard? I don't own the place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina Dragos. Oh, okay. I brought a few friends along and we're already a bit tipsy if you haven't noticed already. She didn't have to tell you that they reek of booze. You hide it well. That was the right choice? Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement and we're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. I still have 4 actions with you. End conversation, so I can call you over again, maybe serve you another drink and you'll talk more. But let's see what you have to say. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selection, then you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wished for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints? Well, I'm a big fan of rum. I think. You think. You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with, then regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so tend to bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. All right, pour away. What flavors do you enjoy? Something with a sweet touch like rum. All right, so also most likely not a lot of alcohol. I presume you don't have a big tolerance. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's get you something nice. Don't keep me waiting now. Don't worry, the red arrow will make sure I don't keep you waiting. So what do we have with rum? The Pirate's Joy has white rum specifically. And is that all? Vodka, whiskey. I wonder if these are in some sort of order. They're not in alphabetical order. Oh, mint punch also has white rum and sugar syrup. So that one is pretty sweet. Maybe we go with the mint punch. Start down here. Move our way. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point, the Durans. Oh, Peter mentioned you as well? Might have. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back at the table. End conversation. Okay, that's fine. I feel like if we get more information about all of them, and then we can come back and maybe combine things or ask them about different things. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts a smile on and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato. All right, sure thing. I think we have something like that. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's make you something nice. Many thanks. All right, it would be here, right? The femme fatale, tomato juice. That is the only item I believe that has tomato. Oh, interesting. We also have alcohol tolerance down here. So I'm guessing we don't know what her tolerance is, or is this actually her tolerance? Like if I give her the 3%, will it go to here? Let's try it out. Ice cubes, tomato juice, vodka, lemon juice, salt, pepper, chili, and an olive. That's quite the drink. That's lovely, thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. It went up right to there, so we can know exactly what their tolerance is right off the bat. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Papa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. All right. One more here in the friend group. A woman sits down at the bar, her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. So, not charming, right? When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Bukovi Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. Yeah, I can't tell if that's a compliment. I'm confused. Do you do you like it here? I do. Yes. I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Okay, do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. All right, sure. Actually, can we go over here? Oh, we can't look at this yet. We can have a log that looks at the dialogue history. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Let's see if I can impress you. A difficult task, but nothing is impossible, darling. All right, so we want to get probably past 4, but not up to 7. So something at 5 should work. And she didn't really care what, right? We haven't done evening prayer yet. Maybe I'll do that. Yes. I presume it's like a hand in prayer is the design. It is. Perfect mix. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. All right, now to the very dour-looking gentleman in the back. Oh, you're in a bad mood. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day? Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait. Please make sure it's a clean glass. All our glasses are clean. I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences, smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good, I'll have that cocktail. I am waiting. Any particular flavors you enjoy? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty? All right, sure, we got that for you. You lift a clean glass, a very clean glass, from the tray and place it on the table. The man closely inspects it and gives a reassuring nod. Coming right up. Hope it's good. All right, with mint and not fruit, right? We have the mint leaf here, vodka, lime juice, ginger ale, ice cubes, mint leaf, and lime slice. It technically has lime in it, though. Over here, the mint punch, sugar syrup, white rum, mint leaf, ice cubes, soda, lemon slice that also has a lemon in it. I don't know if he counts that as fruity, but also we're looking at tolerance here. You're not going to get anything with the mint punch, but Copper Bullet will stick you right at 5. So maybe we grab this one and hope that the lime is okay. Oh, go. I almost lost it there. All right, perfect mix. How do we do? Not bad. As long as the glass is clean, I won't complain. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Are you a big drinker? There's not much else to do in Bukovi, to be honest. I'm not usually out on days like these, but my date got canceled. Are you open the whole weekend? We are. Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Oh, you were also mentioned by Peter as going to the other speakeasy? Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink? Oh, no, or stay quiet? Interesting. Stay quiet. Oh, no, that was the wrong choice. Anyway, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. See you then. Okay, you're gone, but we still have you to talk to. Nobody over there, otherwise it would tell me. All right, let's go maybe back to you. What does a girl need to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. All right, so I have 4 actions here. How are you finding your time here? What do you know about Natalia Reed? That's very specific. What do you do for work? Anything you do in your spare time? Are you single? What brings you to a speakeasy? Who are the people you came with? This is a risk. That's interesting. We can also come here to the clues. Potential patrons. Maybe I start with that, or should I get you another drink? Let's go with how are you finding your time here? Who are the people you came with? Notebook updated. You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau rich or the oldo rich. Killian is sweet but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria. What's so good about Maria? She's just the most down-to-earth person. I've known her for most of my life. The others, though, why do you socialize with them? Because they're useful. The wealthy don't see us as people, we're tools, so I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is that he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end. If I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I will have nothing again. I'll be nothing to them. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. I just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. That's quite the plan. I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do. Still seems a bit cynical. You seem pragmatic, seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't fully trust them. Yet. All right, interesting. Catch up on all the gossip. So what if I come over here? Talk to you about being a patron at the last drop. Sure, I visited. Oh, okay, that's it. Did that take up an action? I think that might have taken up an action because I had 4 to start off with. Let's just go straight to it. What do you know about Natalia Reed? I'm not talking about the evil floozy. I'm here to have a good time. Oh, that was bad. Alina seems very guarded about the topic. She also seems to know something. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. Okay. Let me get you a drink. Let's see if I can get you to the next step here, to actually drunk. What sort of drink do you like? My favorite has to be the poison drop. Nothing tops that one. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. All right. So just make you, oh, that's right. You can only serve them 1 a day. Okay. Well, I guess you'll come back another day. Let's use our last action here on something. Do we go, oh, you and Maria. Interesting. Let's go. I wanted to do what brings you to a speakeasy, but maybe you and Maria, since that is new, right? That wasn't there before. What about us? Are you two dating? Maria? No, but we're close. I must have been mistaken then. Ha, I get it a lot. Alina is still blushing. This topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Okay, so we need more on the affection meter here. Ah. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Okay, we're all out of actions with Alina, but we still have 4 apiece for her friends. Oh yeah, and she's like completely gone out of the bar. But we are at over an hour, so it's going to do it for this video. This has been Best Served Cold, and this game's a lot of fun. I like all of the different characters, and I do like a good detective story, so I enjoy trying to piece together the clues. Once again, this game has just recently released, and if you want to check it on out, I'll have a link in the description down below where you can do just that. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you made it this far, thanks for watching.